my crafty friends, welcome back to Sandy's Creative Studio. So I know it looks like my desk is a mess, but actually there's a method to my madness. I was beginning to clean up, and for the most part, I can't see all of it, but I have cleaned up some. And then I decided, wait a minute, let me stop and make a scrappy video, scrappy projects, because I found this and it's just a folded piece of cardstock, and it's a good weight cardstock. It's not flimsy at all. So I thought maybe I could make a matchbox notebook. And I found this when I was cleaning up. I love this. It's just something simple. It's not really an envelope. So you open it up and fold it down, and there's just a little piece of notebook paper in there so you can write on. This would be perfect for a Easter journal, the way I decorated it. But, you can decorate it any way you want, but I really like that, to open it up and have some writing space. So I'm going to do that as well. So these were some of the papers that I had on my desk. I just want to flip through and show you some of the things. I'm glad I found some corrugated cardboard. I love to use these and just put like some kind of sentiment on it, or some number, or anything. So these are some, these aren't cardstock. I don't know how to explain what these are. It's just like maybe tiny threads. And I got a package of this kind of paper from Walmart. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, there it is. See, different kinds of papers. I love this because it's just all kinds of different colors. It's a mix mash of different size and shapes of, some of it's like a cardstock and some of it is more like a thready type of paper, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this. What is that? Must have been something I cut out and put in there. Oh yeah, a Christmas present. I guess I cut that out to use it when I made all my Christmas journals. So I love the variety of colors in this. Okay, so let me put that back. Now I have a box of bigger things that don't really, it would just clutter up my desk if I put them up here, and then I wouldn't be able to find anything. So I have a box for like extra large pieces, and on my table I have a box for ephemera and for what am I trying to say? What am I thinking of? Postcards. I drew a blank there for a minute. And then I have these in my, I have a little, beautiful little basket. Let me show you the basket. I love this basket. Can't remember where I got it, but I thought that would be perfect for just having little pieces of scraps in it. That's from Birds and Blooms. I love the magazine. But what I like to do with these is back them with some coffee dyed paper or something, maybe cardstock, something a little stronger. So yeah, these are just bits and bobs that I had. And then see, these are the ephemera pieces that I had in that basket to use for ephemera as I was making stuff and needed something. Okay, and then I found these. I love these papers, different colors. I have papers. I found, there's some music paper. I wish I had more. And I found this that I had started to make. I'm trying to figure out what it was. I think this was like a journal kit, and not sure what I had on the side of it. but I embossed it. So, okay, I'm just going to show you that for now. I pulled out my black ink because I found a stamp I thought I could use. I found a stamp I can use. And I have some Edith Holden pages. There's my stamp. Don't know if you can see it, but it says love. Love implies dream with, I don't know, possibilities. I would have to stamp it to see what it looks like. I have some numbers. I have book pages, stationery. I have this in my basket to like cut out and use. I used it, and I don't think I need to, that I'll be using that again. See, here's what I like to do with pictures out of Burbs in Bloom. I just like to back them with some coffee dyed paper. Okay. And then I got some little pieces, cards, stationery. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I found this. I might just cut this out and use some. But this is what I'm most excited about being on my desk. What's it called? Amazing Animals to Cut Out and Collage. Now, I've found several books like these on Amazon. I have one that's like a lace book, and I think one's a postcard book. Just all kinds of beautiful magazines. I love that this has animals in it. I cut that out because I thought maybe I'd use the horses sometime. I love horses. And this has got birds and lions. Look at that lion picture. I think that's just absolutely gorgeous. So you get the gist. It's just different pictures of animals, and I love that cat. I love cats. And there's some more cats. There's a beautiful dog. So you get the gist of that. I got to put that to the side, or I would just be flipping through that for the whole video. All right, so, I have a package of borders. And one of the borders is butterflies. And I thought I could use that. Well, just put a couple across the top, a couple across the bottom. That might even look good sideways. And anyway, I have I have a package of different borders. So, okay, now I gotta decide what I want to cover it with. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, I have this. I got it in a package. And decided to use that. I'm not using it on this project, but that's beautiful. That'll be nice on a project. Okay. See, I have some doilies. I have all kinds of fun things I can use. I like this. I like it because it's got the edges. I wonder, I don't have that edge thing. Scissors. That's what I meant. I have those put away somewhere. Like I said, I'm trying to clean up my desk. But I could use, I know I shouldn't be using these for paper, but I do. Just going to cut that right in half. I think, yeah, that's perfect to me. So I held it up next to it so I could get a good look. Oh, I guess that's what I used, was the fabric shears. See, I need to cut a little bit more off the side. Okay. I think I'm just going to cut a tiny bit more off. Not much at all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm using Scotch Create. Yoo-Hoo is my favorite, but Pam at the Paper Outpost really likes this, so I thought I would give it a try. I think it just gets too gooey. I can't even get the lid back on it because it's that gooey. There we go. Oh, and I also want to grab my walnut stain or some kind of ink. I really like that. Let's see what else I have. This is something I had out for Valentine's Day. I really like that. I didn't get around to using that for anything. I like the bottom of this. Maybe something like that. And this is why I saved that. I like that page. And cut the end off of this. So I could do that. Maybe put it here. Now I'm just having a play. Okay, so first thing I want to do, I think, is pull out my ink. I got my walnut stain. Got my dauber. This is the first thing I need to do. Oh, I forgot to fold it up at the bottom, but that'll be okay. Even if I can't fold up the bottom, it'll still make a nice notebook. There we go. I'm going to want to put something on the back as well. Not going to do that right now. Excuse me. Let me see if I can get it open. There we go. All right, so now check this out. I'm going to fold it up once. And twice. Oh, wait, now. And then it would be like this. I fold it in there. I could leave that on the inside. Let's see. As I don't think it's gonna work like that now. So I could fold. Trying to think how I could do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it this way. And then fold it fold it down. You know, 99% of the time when you make a mistake, you can fix it. And I really like that. But I have more, and I can put it on the outside. But I like that as a background, so yeah, I think that'll look really good. So make sure that's going to fold straight. And what I need to do is cut a little bit off of the end. You don't want it to go all the way to the bottom. Now it goes in there just right. Make sure your fold is right now. Now, I like to put a little bit of glue on the sides, just on the sides right there. I'll fold it up. I'm just folding. And then I can fold it back up here. I am just folding it again. I just want to make sure that I get a good crease. I'll use my bone folder. There. Just wanting to go sideways. All right, let me try that again. All right. Now, I think what I want to do is put a little bit more glue down on the side. I think it'd probably be all right with one, but the video I saw she did two. Eve, I believe it is Craft With Me. Okay. And now it'll be able to fit in there. And another thing that might work is a staple on the sides. And I don't have, I have a stapler, I don't know where it is. Excuse me guys while I get a drink. And it'll stay if you have time to set something on it, but I really think a stapler would be the best use, or the best thing to use, I should say. Okay, now I want to put something on the outside. Like I said, I do have more of these. More book paper. Okay, so I want to be about here. Well, like I said, I can just hold this up to the match box that I'm doing. I get a good idea where this is supposed to cut. Okay, and I think that's just perfect, and I'm not going to cut any more. Okay, get out my glue again. Some things you just want a glue stick for. I just think the glue stick is going to work better for this. Okay. Now I want to use my ink again. I really like to use walnut stain on these edges. Okay. Now I'm wondering if I lay these down like I was thinking about doing. Trying to figure out where I might want that stamp. I think what I'm going to do at the bottom here, now I did pull out some words because I really want to use sentiment on these. So I got my Smalltalk pad from Tim Holtz. Now there's a lot of nice sayings that I could use. I think I found one on the other side that I like the best. Let's see. Adventure is worthwhile. That would be a good one. Stronger than yesterday. Creativity takes courage. Adventure is worthwhile. Never doubt your instinct. Give me just a moment. I had one and I want to try and find it again. Okay, I found what I wanted to use. Keep moving forward. Let me pop that on the bottom here. I think I want to run just a little bit of Fabri-Tac, so I don't want this coming off. Just a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to put this down. Put it right across the middle there. I really like that. I like the combination of the lighter and the darker papers. This one was a lot older. Okay. I'm going to put that on there sideways. Maybe put the stamp right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And since this is heavier, I am going to use Fabri-Tac on it. I like that sideways. And I want to take this. I wanted to leave a little bit of room so I could use the stamp. And I have black archival ink. I'm going to test it on my paper here. Make sure it's going to work good. I think so. I just get that rubbed on really good. Keep on to lose my voice. Okay. Now I'm going to try and stamp it down really good here. Dream. You can see dream. Okay, I wanted to use something else. Another word. I have smile, and I'm going to put this across the top. Smile. That one worked a little better. But you can see smile and you can see dream. But I still might do something a little different. I might just still put this across the section here. And I want to use my ink again. along with other stuff. But I found that, and that works good. So now I'm just going to glue this down. This is what I used for Valentine's Day. But on the back side, it doesn't look Valentine's-y, if that's a word. So I'm going to pop this down here. Okay. Slide it over. Looks like I might have to trim the end off. I want to use these. And let me get some glue stick on them. Those at a diagonal. And there, I think I like it just like that. I'm going to trim a little bit here. There we go. I like it. Now I am probably going to put a piece of coffee dyed paper on the back, but I want to go ahead and move on. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is quickly make a tag with this. I'm going to cut it down. Then I'm going to cut a corner. Use this to cut the other corner. Flip it around. Put it up there. There we go. I'll just save that for something else. Let's see now. Ooh, I love this. I have this up there. Just going to tear that down. I love Edith Holden pages. I use them for backgrounds a lot. Let's see, I definitely want to make sure that I have this flower. So I'm just going to tear a little bit off this side. I'm going to cut some of that. So I think I'm going to cut a little bit more right there. I like that. I still feel like I need something up here. So what can I use there? Let's see, how would that look? I want to use something that's going to cover this. Nope, not that. That's not wide enough. Let's see, I have some of these. I could put it on there and cut it down. Let me see how that looks. These came off of out of a kit, I believe. Let's see if I put it down here and cut it, how that looks. Cut that there. Cut that straight across. And like I said, I am still using my scraps, and I'm going to make a tag. I think I'm just going to throw together a collage tag. I love the collage look, and it really works when you're using your I forgot what I was going to say. Concentrating on what I'm doing, I forgot what I was going to say. I think what I was going to say, the scraps work good for a collage, piece. Okay. That back up there. So I think I need another piece. Okay, so I found some more pieces that I could use. I had to dig around my piles again. Okay, so I have these pieces. I have this from the journal kit I was using. I have these. I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. I'm going to use the Scotch Create. They're thin enough that this will hold well enough. So I use this basically on thinner papers. And when I get out the cardstock, I use Fabri-Tac. Straighten that up so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. Make sure that's going to tack. I like to rub it down good. Okay. Now for this piece, now this is just so the sides are covered. Now that might not be actually, I was going to say that might be too long. No, I think I need, yep, I need some glue at the top. Now that should stick. So that's my background. I have these, I'm going to use these. Love this. I love Edith Holden pages. All right, so since this is heavier, I'm using my Fabri-Tac. Also, if you have art glitter glue, this would work for that, with that. Okay. Let's see if I can put a little bit of ink on here. I like the edges. Really like the edges with the ink. Yep. I like to frame it with the ink. Okay, so I found these and I want to put that here. I want to use the 7, but I really hate to cover up the flowers, so I think I'll do it like that. And I forgot about having butterflies, so I think I'll put some butterflies there too. All right, glue that down. Pop that there. I think I'll put the 7 right there. Oh, yeah, I like that. It's getting gooey. I don't like it gooey. And I'm going to take 3 of these. Some glue down. If I don't use it very often, it's really hard to get it to start coming out. Okay, and I'm just going to put this where those 2 pieces meet, and I like it. So there we go. That's the tag. So I have Where'd the other piece go? My notebook. Okay, so I have a notebook and a tag, and now something else really quick. I was talking about this. It's kind of like an envelope, but not. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine, and I'm going to fold this up and fold this down. But I am just going, let me go ahead and make a good crease. And I don't care if the top is a little bit longer there, you know, kind of cattywampus, whatever. I can't think of another word. So I think that's the first time I've ever used that word. So what I'm going to do is just sew around the edges, and I'll be right back to finish it up. Okay, so I gathered up some more odds and ends that were on my desk. So first of all, I want to show you how I sewed all the way around. And I don't like to use the margin. I just think it's too plain, so I tear that down and then sew around it. And this is the last page in my Edith Holden book because it was on my desk. And like I said, I'm using things that are mostly on my desk, except for like the ink wasn't and the words. But you got to have certain things when you're doing collage. So I'm going to cut this down so it'll fit in there. Let's see. Figuring it out this way because it's the easiest way to measure. It's more accurate to me. Okay. I don't know what I was doing, but that definitely was not short enough. So I think, oh wow, that was still really off. You guys have probably heard me say it before, but I cannot cut a straight line for anything. Okay, so that's still off. So I want to cut this end. And cut that. This should be about right. Okay, now I'm still off on the side. Cut that a little bit more. There we go. That's perfect. So I think I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac. It's a little bit thicker. A little bit thicker than copy paper. So a lot of what I use is coffee paper with the journal kit printed out on it. Okay. Pop that in there. Yes, that's perfect. I had it laying upside down, but at least it didn't matter yet. Okay. Maybe I can bring that down just a little hair more. There. Okay. But what I'm going to do is put this on it for some trim. I had this on the table. I'll put it back in my basket. And I want to go ahead and glue this down now so it will dry. Okay, pop that down here. That will be pretty. And then I found some other papers. I got that. I got some flowers. I got a stamp. Some glitter. And this paper. I love this paper. So let me see. That's on the back. I don't want it on the back. I want it on the front. So definitely make sure I put it in the front. So I cut it on this line. I'm not sure if that's where I need to cut or not, but I'm gonna follow that line anyway. Okay. Yeah, that's not where I wanted to cut. But if I put this on here, oh, still need to trim a little on the edge. A little bit more. Probably would be better if I measured. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here. I have to shake it down. Like I said, I haven't been using it very often lately. If I use my glue stick, then I don't use quite as much of the Fabri-Tac. Okay, now I'm going to trim this off. I like that. Now it needs something, so I got, oh, you know what, I think this will be really nice. I like those. Then I'm thinking maybe a little piece of this across the bottom. And I'm just going to go with 2 rows. So let me go ahead and pop these down. And this one, yeah, I decided to go with some color because I always do vintage. I love vintage. But I just have so many pretty blue pieces that I can work with. One reason why I started collecting so much blue is because I like vintage French. And there's a lot of blues and whites in vintage French. And there's, I think maybe pinks, but I like blue. I'm not a big pink person. So I got that. And I think there, yeah, this is like a sticker backing. And I'll put that down here. The flowers are wanting to stick to my fingers. Everything's starting to stick to me now. Okay, so there we go. I like that just the way it is. Maybe a little more A little more ink on the edges. A little bit at this top. And a little bit on the other side. So there we go. I have the envelope for writing on. Now, I'm not doing anything to the back because I'm thinking it can just be put on a page glued down, or it could be put on with a paper clip. But, you know, it's not that bad. It's upside down, but it's still not that bad of a back. I could do that if I want, but I think it may be a little too much. I gotta reel myself in. Sometimes I definitely get carried away. I'm gonna put a lid on here before I forget, and then it dries out. Just put some pieces over here so I can show you what we've done. And move some stuff out of the way here. Okay, so I have the envelope thing. I have the tag and the matchbook notebook. But it's not really a notebook. It's got, you know, just that one place in there to write on. And I think that's really cute, you know, give it a little bit of color. And since this has got a little bit of red here, that's why I went with the red here, because I wanted it to have a little pop of color as well. So I hoped you enjoyed my scrappy projects, and I hope that you'll take a look at what you have, your scraps. Don't throw them all away. Keep them. If they're little, you can still make something really cute with them. So I hope that you like this video and that you'll hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more videos to come. Thanks, and bye for now.